Hi sister, welcome back. In this video, you are going to see me take my hair from a dry, crunchy, brittle mess to a soft, defined, and detangled crown. I'm using this DIY fenugreek gel I made last night, and I'm also going to share the many benefits and uses of fenugreek gel. First of all, fenugreek is able to deeply moisturize your hair and scalp, which most other herbs can't do. Fenugreek is an amazing source of vitamins A, B, C, K, protein, calcium, potassium, iron, phosphates, folic acid, and many other components that are essential for healthy hair growth. So you don't want your hair just growing any old kind of way. You want healthy, nutrient-rich hair growth. Fenugreek also has antifungal and anti-inflammatory effects that maintain a healthy scalp environment and encourage stronger hair growth. To make this pre-poo, I added fenugreek seeds, slippery elm bark, and yarrow root to a pot and then added about 4 cups of water. I noticed fenugreek seeds by itself don't really create a thick gel, which is why I added the slippery elm bark. And if you don't have any slippery elm bark or you don't want to use it, you can use marshmallow root or flax seeds. Or you can try fenugreek seeds all by itself, but again, I don't think it will get thick enough to form a gel. I let this boil for about 40 minutes and then used a stocking to strain the herbs and extract the gel. If you let your mixture boil for too long and it becomes too thick, turn the heat off and just add an extra cup of water. I also recommend only making enough to use on wash day. If you make too much without adding a preservative, this mixture might not stay fresh until your next wash day. The next day, it was time to face what's under my scarf, and my roots were so tangled I didn't know what was about to take place. I always work in sections because the smaller the section, the more control you have over the tangles and knots in your hair. This also reduces the chance of breakage. I applied the gel to my roots first and then made sure my hair was coated before I started tangling. If you have extra stubborn knots, spray warm water on your hair first, then make sure your hair is completely saturated with the gel before you start detangling. The key is to make sure your hair is saturated. I never would have predicted these results. Not only did this gel detangle my hair, but the definition is really what blew my mind. This gel made my curls so pretty, which was so nice to see after kind of neglecting my hair for a week, which, if we're being honest, you can tell that it was more than just 1 week. This mixture also has so many benefits and nutrients aside from slip, which made my hair really shiny and soft. For example, yarrow root helps to reduce dandruff, soothe an itchy scalp, strengthen the hair follicle, reduce oiliness, and add shine to your hair. I think it's one of the most slept on herbs out there. Fenugreek is also known to alleviate scalp-related issues such as dandruff and itching. It does this by preventing the growth of bacteria and yeast on the scalp. Fenugreek is also composed of, I think it's pronounced lecithin, which is a natural emollient. An emollient is something that moisturizes and softens the skin. Examples of emollients are shea butter, jojoba oil, and sweet almond oil. Any type of oil really, but also petroleum, lanolin, and dimethicone. So fenugreek naturally contains an emollient which reduces dryness and breakage. And if you have any scalp problems or pain, fenugreek helps soothe inflammation, and I'm going to teach you how to make fenugreek paste in just a second. And lastly, fenugreek repairs the hair shaft and strengthens hair from the root. If you want to use fenugreek for hair loss, start off by soaking 2 tablespoons of fenugreek seeds in water overnight. The next day, you grind the seeds and this will create a paste. After you make the paste, you apply it to your scalp for 20 minutes. You can also give yourself a quick scalp massage before going in with your shampoo. If you're not able to grind the seeds, you can put the seeds in a blender with a little bit of water that was left overnight. This will create a smooth paste that can be applied to your scalp. You can also add rosemary oil, lavender oil, or any of your other favorite essential oils to the mix for added benefits. This fenugreek paste will help with hair loss, but will also provide moisture to your scalp, preventing flakes and itching. If you want to use fenugreek seeds for hair thinning, choose a carrier oil such as castor oil, argan oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, or another of your favorites. Add 2 tablespoons of fenugreek seeds to it, warm it up on the stove using a double boiler on low heat for 1 to 6 hours, and after a few hours have passed, turn the heat off and allow the mixture to cool. Once the mixture has cooled, strain the oil, discard the seeds, and apply the oil to your scalp and hair. You can leave it on your scalp and hair for a few hours and then rinse it off. If you want to do the cold infusion process, you can take a jar and add your carrier oil and fenugreek seeds to it. Cover the jar and leave the oil and seeds in there for 6 to 8 weeks. To use fenugreek seeds to restore dry and brittle hair, you can add a tablespoon of fenugreek powder to a conditioner or a deep conditioner that you already have. You can also make your own DIY mask with maybe avocado or mayonnaise and egg, and then you can add a tablespoon of fenugreek powder to that as well. You can leave that mask on your hair for 30 minutes, then wash your hair hair with shampoo. You can also decide to shampoo your hair first and then apply the mask for 30 minutes and rinse with water. You can also make fenugreek tea by boiling fenugreek seeds in water. You can add other herbs like nettle leaf or burdock root for extra benefits if you would like. This tea might be bitter, so feel free to add a tablespoon of honey or some other natural sweetener. You just don't want to add a lot or use something too unhealthy or processed because that kind of defeats the purpose. But that is it for this video. I'm going to let the rest of it play in case you just want to watch the process. But thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one.